Hey y'all, listen, this video is for my substitute teachers. Whether you are just starting out, you know, been in the game for a while, whatever the case may be, not sure what led you to become a substitute teacher, but drop it in the comments. For me, it was the flexibility, hands down. I have a family, I have children, I have a husband, and I needed the flexibility, and so it just definitely worked. I also wanted to still be able to have impact with, you know, students and help administrators and teachers and things along that line. So it was like the perfect setup for me. I took it serious. I took it very serious because I've taught first grade for a very short time, but I have as a teacher. And I realized, you know, hey, there are certain things that, you know, as a teacher, you just can't plan for, or maybe if you have a family, you got to take off for. So substitutes are very important. And I ultimately wanted to be that help, that assistant, that sub, whatever the case may be, for the teacher. I wanted to be that support for the students, that educator. And I wanted to be, you know, also a great help to the admin, because sometimes, you know, if it's a real sub shortage or teacher shortage, you might have to pull somebody out of admin and stick them in the classroom to cover it if you can't combine it. So, and that throws everybody's schedule off, including the students. But whatever brought you to substitute teaching, I want to share over the course of a few videos some tips, okay? Take it or leave it. I remember, like I said, when I got serious, and I've been subbing, oh my gosh, for off and on for a long time. My oldest is 10, and I believe I started subbing when she was 4. And I did that for like a year or two and then stopped and then kind of went back to it and did some other things. And so I've been subbing this stretch. I've been in where I am now for 2 years. I've been in Florida for 2 years. So for about 2 years now, but a total of 6. So maybe on and off 2 years here, so just such. But this last stretch, I was like, you know what? I really want to treat this like a professional career. I won't be doing it forever. I got other stuff in store. But I want to come in there and I want to treat it right. And I'm not going in there. First tip, guys, don't go in there like you their teacher. You're not. You are not their teacher. They don't know you. They just met you. You already know when you was a kid, the reputation, the setting that surrounded subs. It was like, oh yeah, not only are we going to play all day, we finna make this person's life a living, you know what, a living hello. Let's just say that, right? So don't go in there trying to be their teacher. Don't go in there trying to be their friend either. You are the substitute, the guest teacher. If you want to spice it up and make it sound all professional, just be you. So what I did was I went to good old-fashioned YouTube and I looked up a whole bunch of videos on substitute teaching. I like the shorter ones, so I'm gonna try not to make this too long, and if it does go long, you can always speed it up. But I took what I felt I needed from those videos. It's like going to school for it, because it isn't simple as you think. And most people think it's babysitting, and sometimes it feels like that. But other times, and most of the time, them kids will try you, good or bad, okay? So you got to go in there like, first of all, don't be afraid of no kids. You signed up for this. What did you think it was going to be? If you thought it was babysitting, then you maybe should have got a babysitting job. Or tried a daycare, which daycares are a whole lot, they're a lot of work too. I worked at daycares too. I almost feel like to a certain degree, there's a calling, because you got to like to be around kids. You got to like educating kids. You got to like teaching kids. You just got to be a likable person, right? And some of us have that fear factor or respect factor, if you want to call it that. That works for some. I don't have it. I use my personality. I use me. But definitely do your research. Start with this video. There's tons of other people out there. If you really want to know who I use, I can look through my history or maybe some stuff I saved and send it to you, or just message it to you, I should say. So I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm coming close to 5 minutes. But let me give you another tip. Please don't go into your assignment looking like you just rolled out of bed. Okay. Now today's a little different because I am on my way to work. It's Fun Friday. I do have on a substitute teacher shirt. It says teach them, love them, return them. It's awesome. And then I have on my fingerless gloves, but I'm also the art teacher. I'm doing a long term. So your position, you definitely want your attire to fit that. If you're the gym teacher, you're not finna show up in no dress up shoes or in a suit, or you dress for the position, right? So typically jeans and stuff are frowned upon, but you look at the culture of the school, you find out what the school is okay with, and if you work through like a third party company like I do, they will let you know if you can or if you can't. But don't go in there looking like you just rolled out of bed, okay? Make sure your hair is neat, make sure your face is neat. Look presentable, because that's the first thing them students see when they see you is what you look like. All right, y'all, this is Miss Awesome. I am signing off. Make sure you subscribe to this page so that you can stay up to date on the latest and greatest awesome tips. Bye, y'all.